Alright guys, we had another company reach out to us, this time Shine Armor. So this is a waterless wash system here, so you can actually apply it right to the car and then wipe it off, and you don't have to worry about scratching the paint. And also it creates like a really slick top coat layer that we're going to test a little bit differently. So we've been waiting a while to do this because the weather has been awful, but it's so hot here today that we finally can apply it without it freezing. But we do have some snow and ice, rain, things like that coming up. So what we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to tape off the center of the hood, and we're going to apply it to the passenger side. And after the snow, sleet, rain, and everything comes later on tonight, we're going to come back out and we're going to test both sides of the hood here and see if it actually made a difference. Now this car, it's an 02, but I honestly cannot remember the last time I washed it, let alone waxed it. So we're just going to do a simple little test here, try to give you guys an honest review on how well this stuff works. Alright, so we got the center of the car taped off here. Now this stuff is actually pretty simple. Again, the company's name is Shine Armor. It's got a pretty decent smell to it, not that that really matters, but the applicator bottle is pretty slick too. So they also sent along a bunch of these microfiber cloths as well. So essentially what it says to do is do sections at a time, but I'm just going to give it a shake here, apply it, wipe it on, and we'll see how it does. So. Again, this is covered in salt, covered in grime. Just a straight up review on this. Here, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to apply it to just the passenger side of the windshield as well, and we'll see if that makes a difference. So the first thing I can tell you right away you can feel it's much smoother. I don't know how much of that is just taking the dirt off it, but it feels pretty similar to after you wax the car. So essentially that's all we're going to do for the hood here. I will take off the tape just so it doesn't end up sticking to the hood there. But I am going to go through, and like I said, you can see it's pretty dirty. Just apply some of this to the windshield. To tell you the truth, I might be over applying. I really don't know. Flip it over to a dry side, and that's it. So that's all we're gonna do, and we're gonna check back here in a couple of hours when this blue sky turns to storm clouds, and see how it looks after the snows come. Here we are, day after the storm here. Obviously, blue skies have turned to gray. Now's the big test. Like we said before, the right side of the hood is untreated, the left side of the hood is treated. So I guess we'll just kind of very scientifically here. Well, that drags for sure before it gets to the passenger side. And then it kind of just falls straight off. See how it just kind of like sticks? You go to this side. Just falls straight off. Alright, snow removal test. Definitely increased after putting on the Shine Armor. Alright, another early morning here. Sleet and freezing rain. Yeah. Alright guys, so to wrap up my very scientific test of the Shine Armor system here, for a car like mine that's been neglected, hasn't been waxed, hasn't really been taken care of, You're definitely going to see an effect using this because it's going to remove all that dirt and grime that's on the car. It almost feels like clay barring a car to an extent. So the snow removal especially was noticeable. It kind of fell right off the side we applied it to. Where I see this being really beneficial is for you guys that have newer paint, newer finishes, maybe something that's been cared for a little better than my wagon. I think this is going to add like that top level on top after you guys have waxed it and polished it and whatnot. I think this is going to fill in any little minor imperfections and just make it, you know, that much more like glass. So definitely for you guys with newer paint, I think you'll like this. Is it something I would buy? Absolutely. Like I said, you can shake it up, apply it, throw it in the back of the car. The really cool thing that I like about this is that kind of like a quick detailer before a show. You guys can apply it to the paint and wipe off all that grime without scratching up your finish. I think that's where it's going to be most beneficial. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. I'm going to link the product in the description below so you guys can check it out. It's worth a shot for you guys, especially you guys that are so crazy about keeping your paint looking good. I think you guys might be pretty surprised with it. And again, big shout out to the guys at Shine Armor for sending this along. We finally got some decently warm weather. I mean, it's back in the it's back in the 20s now, but for one day we had enough warm weather to apply it. But like always, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.